Good day, all. This is Katie Oshiwanita with Harmonizing Journey to Realignment Seminar and Sessions. Speaking in regards to the HJR Insights Tarot Show Energy Forecast for June via Harmonizing Journey YouTube live channel. This coming Tuesday, the 26th, not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday at 1 PM EDT, so New York time, and 6 PM BST for Britain. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. HR Insights, Purpose and Meaning. So we will examine the reality we as humanity have been creating. All nuances of it, the good, bad, and the ugly. So we are just very mindful of taking full self-responsibility, not blaming and shaming, oh, this person, this government, this group, this entity, this, that. We create our reality, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. What are the current narratives being played out? So in understanding we create our reality, what have we been creating around us? What planetary programs are running? What ones that are running do we want to keep, and what ones do we want to let go of, right? What is the history and mechanics being used? It's good to understand that, and I've got the introduction to Q-Lantic's YouTube live. Also the Mastering Q-Lantic class that really gets into understanding some of the history and mechanics of the organic. Also, we're starting to look a little bit more into the flowers of life, tube torus, Fibonacci spiral, what I like to call second creation finite mechanics that we've been using that get us in a VV game mentality for how to govern how we have been choosing to create a reality and the narratives being played. So I'm starting to get a feel of those games as we're more and more taking self-responsibility for our lives. What do we want to keep and what do we want to change? Again, some of these narratives are awesome and organic and really worth keeping, and some of them are just not, and we assumed they were the truth. They're called transparent beliefs. We just assumed because everybody bought into it, it was real, and it's not necessary. It is. It's a reality. But we can choose to disengage from it, and bit by bit, it just doesn't become real anymore because reality is what we choose and focus and intend it to be. So how can we support what we want to keep? And how can we effectively shift what we do not want to keep into a win-win for everyone? And that's just the overall theme of the HJR Insights blogs, YouTube lives, whatever that is going to be down the road. Right now, we're having it at the HJR Insights Tarot Show, but it may blossom into a variety of other things as we get a little bit deeper and deeper and deeper. Again, I'm looking at possibly doing Q&As with sessions, with people asking, not personal stuff because, well, it's YouTube, so we don't want to do personal, but we want to do what can be questions that we can look at for humanity at large, right? So I would really like to be doing that in the future. The tools we will be using, so both tarot and astrology are technologies we created to look at the universe with clarity, an intricate part of which we are, to navigate our way through it. It is our original organic angelic human science. Now, it's been altered a bit by the Templar Melchizedek group that are running the second creation finite mechanics, tube torus, flowers of life, Fibonacci spiral programs. But again, tarot and astrology definitely are ours. And understanding that mindset, we can use it to create an organic state of reality. And that's what we are focusing on with HJR Insights. Harmonizing Journey to Realignment is that. So We will be using these tools from, again, a Kilanta perspective with our guardian clan family. So all of us, when we come in for a session, it's the most powerful when you're there at the time live, but also I invite in whose ever clan will be watching at a later date, but it's the most intense live. So my guardian team, Lewis Oxley, and whoever joins in and whoever will be joining in, their multidimensional clan family will be coming in to bring a fullness and spirit to the answers that will be given through the cards. And just astrological solar system planetary houses. The signs and their houses represent our personality, physical makeup, and karmic paths. This is map here, or this, everything's in a Cathara grid structure organically, in a 12-point Cathara grid, not the 10 based from the Kabbalistic, which is the tube torus, Fibonacci spiral, second creation finite mechanics program. This I fit the current, or I put in the current astrological sign fitting into the Cathara grid structure, but it also shows the organic, what the organic is for the galactic, because it's the galactic points. There's also universal points, but I'm predominantly focusing currently with the galactic, what the current is. So there's actually only one point that's organic, and that's Cathara Center 2 Venus in Earth HE1. And all these HE1, Terra HE2, Gaia HE3, or Matana HE4 are the harmonic universes that we live in. When we use density planes, density plane is not a dimension. Density plane is three-dimensional radial body realm. Oops, okay. And that takes us into looking at the, when we do the zodiac spread, looking in terms of that. So these lighter colored white Mercury is the galactic system organically. Okay. So we have how it fits in our HU1. So we have what it is organically, and then we also have what it is currently, the signs that fit in the zodiac, aka what the zodiac is, as we go around. Looking in terms of these qualities and characteristics, and how are we shifting and changing and aligning out of what's called the Fibonacci spiral tube torus mechanics, and aligning into the original organic crystal spiral, which runs these Cathara grid structures. And up at the top here, we see right next to the galactic systems, many Cathara grids spiraling energy lines, energy centers flowing, spiraling energies, okay? All coming out of the original 13th pillar monad of every system, every DNA strand, atom, every molecule has this Cathara grid, organically has this Cathara grid structure. We have certain things shut down within our DNA structure and certain things reversed incorrectly, but as we are in the middle of getting our DNA, our molecules, our atoms alive again, fully functioning, and they line up into the galactic universal, but they come in through that monad center right at the base of in our physical bodies, the base of our throat, between our throat and our heart, our Azarea point, seed atom of creation, within our 13th pillar. Then the Manu, the form constant. And I've been talking about that with the, I might need to, hold on. Okay, there's a train passing, sorry about that. Oh, there it goes again. Hopefully, I'm sure you're hearing it. So the monad, the form constant, we get that into detail a lot. Well, not detail, but we get into that a lot with the wait, that train is just not stop. Okay. Hopefully that's the last Whoa. Okay. But yes, I get into the technology with the introduction to Kilanta, understanding what that is, the light, sound, un one, true trinity. We get into all that mechanics to even better understand this. So I invite you to go back. There's a playlist for it. We just finished our last class this past Tuesday. Last Tuesday. So yes, highly recommend that. Okay. Okay. And just to go over briefly, Mastery of Kilanta episode 8 will be looking at our June classes or sessions, shows. So June 2nd at 1 p.m. EDT, 6 p.m. BST, we will be focusing on soft love and tough love, pages 28 through 30 of the Postures of Love, Steps Towards Joy. Steps Towards Joy, I'm a little dyslexic, so something like that. Anyway, it is in the harmonizingjourney.com website, the HJR seminar series page. You can get the details, as well as if you can't necessarily find it when you go into YouTube, I also in HJR seminars page, series page, has that in for all what we're doing in there. And then I will be doing Harmonized Journey with Katie Oshimanita, introductory YouTube live group session on the 23rd of June at 1 p.m. EDT, 6 p.m. BST. It's Tuesday. And then HJR Insights Tarot Show Tuesday, June 30th at 1 p.m. EDT, 6 p.m. BST, aligning with the Crystal Spiral Energy forecast for July. And again, the Harmonizing Journey with Katie Oshimanita. That is where people can get a feel of what an HJR session is. And there's always the individual benefit of it, that you make your connection with your eternal plan family. And then many times we'll sort of see out as a group shield that's created with people getting together. And that's the live groups, again, is the most powerful. And then we also intend who will be watching in the future. So your clan family will be coming in too and really holding a beautiful, space for making that personal connection and aligning with who you are and aligning into your personal, your Mashayahana Persalon, your aka hot space, your spirit body, your plasma spirit body. Anyway, making within the parts of yourselves connected into that. All right. So with that, thank you very much. Yeah, I think that's it. So again, we will be the 26th, I think I said it was. Hopefully I remember that right. Harmonizing Journey YouTube lives. And if you can't find it that way, again, harmonizingjourney.com website, HJR seminars series page, and just kind of scroll down and you'll see the information and see the links. I have the playlists there. So of the introductory to Kilanta and the Mastery of Kilanta, and the HJR Insights Tarot shows are there. All right. And there is actually also a playlist for Harmonizing Journey with Katie Oshimanita. I haven't put it in the HJR Seminars page yet, but I might. I might. I'll have to think about that. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And talk to you later. Bye.